If you're on Kysii.com, hit the chat bubble to respond. All right, so we're gonna get back to Vern's response in a moment, but I'm gonna catch up with some of the chat here. We got a group of people who've interacted, and DC Gogo has joined in with us as well. So welcome, DC. And let's see, did I miss anybody else? I think I got everybody caught up as far as who's in here. But I'm gonna try to read some of the stuff that has been going on, because there's been a ton of people that have been responding, and I can't even get to all of it. But Sluggo said that's the proverbial baggage being dragged into the relationship instead of starting clean. I was responding to something that you said, Angela. Lady Poochie, Mrs. Sluggo said, in order to build a team, you need to have a friendship. Can you have a good conversation? Miss Queen said that's right. Then she also, Mrs. Sluggo also said, can you count on this person to keep it real and make important decisions for you? Intimacy is important, but we can't expect that from appearance and achievements.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. Sluggo,
that's deep.
Sluggo said, it goes back to what someone has materially. People are chasing that and then wonder why they are still feeling empty after obtaining it. It's because it's manufactured / man-made value instead of true value.
This chat room is off the charts. Y'all are sitting there on the head.
You got two good, Kysii, you have two good ones coming up, Texas Tie and Togo. Read those two.
Okay, Nin said, can't cook. She would have to be a level 10 freak to make up for that deficiency.
That's that ninja, boy.
Yeah, DC Gogo said, better late than never. By the way, I date my lady every Friday night. Movies, golf, seafood dinner, bowling.
Aww.
Yeah. Sluggo said, laugh out loud, Ninja. Yeah, she has to be extraordinary elsewhere. Let's see. And then DC Gogo said, we also cook for each other on Saturday and Sundays, which is commendable. Aww. That's very nice. Very nice. Now, Texas Ty, who just got married about 2 weeks ago, says, I know I laid it out in the first week I started dating my now wife. I told her I don't make the most. I probably won't in the future either. I don't care about name brand or what car you drive. However, I know I will treat you better than anyone else can, and as long as we each put God before anything, He will be the glue that holds us together.
That's the chat of the day right there.
Yeah,
chat of the day.
That's well said.
That is awesome.
Well written.
That is awesome.
Well written.
Now, Togo got a book here I'm going to
read. Read Togo's book back. Read Togo's book.
Togo said, professional women in ATL want their lives a la carte. Home, employment, children, time with family, entertainment, religious, etc. This includes man. Men in ATL grew up in a southern culture which subliminally taught them that they could have more than one woman without having to commit. The ration plays into each gender's hand because neither is focused on marriage and nurturing relationships until they are ready to settle down. In other regions of the country, family and marriage are more of a priority. And then he also said, Atlanta for the entrepreneur is for blacks, what Silicon Valley is for whites. Thus, the large homosexual populations in each city, when people are focused on their grind and business, their lives are a la carte.
Wow. Yeah, we woke Team Broadcast up this morning. Huh?
Togo wrote a book right there. And the last thing to catch us with chat was DC Gogo saying, Texas Ty, you are a real husband. Keep God first. Yes.
You know something? DC Gogo said, before I answer your question, Angela, DC Gogo said something that I've done for 29 years. Every Saturday was our day. No matter if I worked that night driving truck. Saturday, we went to the movies. We chased the matinee. We go in there and see 2 to 3 movies every Saturday. After that, we go have something to eat. And it all depends on what the family wanted to do after that. But usually after that, they just wore down. So we usually come back home, right?
Right.
This was the kicker right here, Angela. When it came to me, and you know, I know a lot of people here in the ATL, big time people. I used to get invited to a lot of big time events, you know, Every time I ask the wife, listen, we're going to this event, bang, bang, bang. I get these excuses here. I don't have nothing to wear. Got a closet full of stuff you never wore, right? I'm tired. I don't feel good, right? And then hold on, Ashley. Out of all the events I went to, she went to 2. And let me tell you something. When you go to an event with Kysii, right? Don't you walk the floor with him and meet and greet people?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the reason I can do that is because of, Kysii is a very personal person. I married somebody who knows everybody. Kysii knows. We went to, wherever we go in different cities, somebody like Kysii, people know Kysii just because he's a personable dude. So, I can't be with somebody like you, Vern, who's very personable and people know and sit back in the shadows. That's not me. I don't play that position. I'm very open as well. So, that's the kind of man I married. So that's the kind of woman that I was before he married me. But if I'm somebody who's shy and not as personable, then that doesn't have any slight on you as my husband. I'm just not that chick. Right. That's all I'm saying. So, it sounds like she's not that personable kind of person and has that the attitude like you do. You know what I'm saying? She may be shyer. I don't know. I don't know her, but I'm saying that could possibly be the reason that she doesn't feel comfortable doing that. It's just not her.
But see, Angela, there's a lot of women don't feel comfortable doing that. But if they love their husband, they're mad. They're on his shoulder. She ain't got to say nothing. Or she got to just be there and smile due to the fact that, I went to these events by myself a lot of times. I can hear some of the people, I ain't going to even mention their names, some of the people, wives were like, he looked like a handsome young man. Why he by himself? And then he got a ring on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times these guys don't want to say, well, his wife ain't want to come or something like that. They said, well, he's a cool brother, and we invited him. He came to support. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a conversation with your wife about how important it is to you? Because this is the problem. This is the problem with a lot of relationships. We don't tell people how we don't tell each other how we feel. Kysii knows the things that are important to me. Even stuff that he don't like, he'll do with me, even though he don't really like it. We went to get massages together. He's like, okay, that's not my thing. But because he loves me and he wants me to be happy, whenever I say we're going to get a couple of massages, he's like, okay, I'm going. And even with sports, I already liked sports before I married Kysii because I grew up with brothers. But now we go to bed at Sports Center. We go wake up to Sports Center. It's Sports Center all day. He texted me during the day. He told me about the team trade. Because guess what? I already liked it, but now I'm completely immersed in it. That's the man that I married, and that's what he loves. So I want him to be able to talk to me about that, and I understand what the heck is going on because I already knew sports. But now I'm a junkie because I'm married to a sports junkie.
Do you have a clone of you? I'm sure. Do you have a clone of you? Like you?
No, they don't make them like me no more. They don't make them like that no more. They don't make them like that no more. They go right back. They go
That's what Outcast said. They don't make them like that no more.
Well, there you go. Yeah. You talk about accepting people for who they are and loving the qualities that they do have. That's where you start there, especially at this point in our lives. We're in our 40s. Kysii and I are in our 40s. So we got married at late 30s. Like we're 37, I think, when we got married, 36. So we have to we accept each other for who we are then because we both had our own houses, we both had our own our own cars and houses, and I had kids, he had a kid. I mean, we already had these lifestyles, but what we did when we came together is I know that Kysii loves IT and technical things and the computer part all over his house. So when I married him, I had to say, okay, I got to put his stuff somewhere where he still can have what he loves. And he accepts me and has a place for me to have the stuff that I love without us living in a place where we can't feel comfortable in our own house together. So when we came together, it's all about accepting each other for who we are, with our faults, with our goods, our bads, and uglies, and help each other to develop and grow together. Because it sounds like to me with your relationship, and I asked you this question, I'm going to ask you again, is we accept each other for who we are, but it sounds like to me, Vern, no shade, and I'm not trying to come down hard on you, but you have some very high standards. Do you think you have high standards when it comes to looking for and finding a mate?
Yep, let's hear this, Vern. Let's hear it. You know I've been playing. Every time you talk, I play Barry White in the background. But go ahead.
You know what? That was my boy too, Barry. Right? But no, I'm going to have to answer this question, correct. Not politically or anything like that. Just off the straight, Chief Rocka, correct. No, I don't have high standards. I just want for a woman to be real. When I say real, Angela, I want a woman to have her natural everything about her. You know what I'm saying? I'll date a woman head short as mine, as long as she know how to keep herself presentable to me. As far as what you do, you don't need to have that fortune, type of job or nothing like that. If you're a hard worker, like I'm a hard worker, we can put ours together. See, a lot of women don't want to put theirs together, with a man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you why women don't want to put their stuff together with a man. And this is another thing that we're going to talk about.
Hold that. Let me finish now before I forget this.
Fire about to stop.
Okay. Because it's like this, Angela. If I bring 100% to the table, I need you to bring the same. It's no 50-50. That's a half. 100 make a whole me, a whole you. And if we can bring a whole me, a whole you to the table, that table will never be broken unless you go out there and you do something and I go out there and do something. That's not equal to what we want to do in life.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, let me get back to you. Let me say this really quick. Now, you said women don't want men or don't trust men to be who they are, or they don't trust men. They want to not bring everything to the table or put theirs with a man. I think that women don't trust men to do the right thing. This is the thing, and I know I keep talking about Kysii and blowing him up, but he is the real deal. That he's the real deal.
That's their husband. Yeah.
I trust him to make any decision in our household that's best for our family. And if you don't have that trust with your man or your woman, shit don't happen. Shit don't get done. And if it does get done, it don't get done the right way. I know that if we got issues or got a problem, or it's financially or whatever, if I come to my man, if I come to Kysii and say, look, babe, this is what it is, I don't have an answer. How are we going to fix this? We just had a conversation about this yesterday on his way out to the door to his second job to make sure we good. How are we going to fix this? He was like, don't worry about it. I got it. We'll fix it. And you know why? I slept like a baby last night because I trust him. I trust him to make sure he's going to make the right decisions for our family. But if you don't have a man or a woman that you trust, their decision-making and them doing the right thing for you and your family, then you're right. They don't want you to, they don't do that. People don't just give up there putting this stuff together. Let's put what we got together to make one. If I don't trust you to do the right thing with mine, I'm not going to do it. You can't, I'm not going to do it.
I hear you.
I hear that trust.
But you know what, Angela? I told you before the show, don't be Miss Kysii today. I told you to be Angela. Am I right, Kysii?
That what it is.
Be Angela. No, but you don't forget about.
I wouldn't have Kysii if I didn't trust him, and I trusted him before I sold my house. I had my own everything, but I sold myself to come live with this man because I trusted him.
Okay, the whole internet chat room, everybody knows that Mrs. Kysii and Mr. is 100 solid. But I need you right now to help the Chief Rocka out. I need you to be that unmarried woman, right?
I don't know if I could ever be
I want you to be her. I know that. But to talk to me, you got to be unmarried right now. You can't. I don't want to know about you. I know you and Kysii is great because I talk to his brothers every day. You know what I'm saying? You talk. So I know y'all good. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to focus right on
Vern.
the problems.
You want me to focus on you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got you. I can do that. But that's what I'm trying to tell you is, what I'm trying to tell you. A woman has to trust a man's ability to be a man.
Right.
She has to trust his ability. And another problem with women is they don't play their position. They don't know their roles. They don't play their role.
There you go.
They still have roles in relationships. There are roles. There are some things that a man is going to. There's some things a man may be better at than women are, and there's some things that women are better at than men are. But like I said, you got to be comfortable with your person to play that position.
Hey man, I just thought about I feel something weird, man. I feel like I just like I had to put my woman into a character right here, man. I feel vulnerable over here, man. Like you hollering at my woman or something, man.
Hey, That's one thing the Chief Rocka would never do, bro.
I just mess with y'all, man. That's funny.
Yeah, I know.